Great morning, great morning. I am Keita J. I'm an entertainer. I'm a custom designer. And I am me. And I want you to be you. I want everybody to be who they came here to be. Don't try to be somebody outside of that, okay? For likes, hearts, and shares. I was listening to Master P. I was up late last night. I don't know why, because lately I've been up at night. And I was listening to Master P. And, he put out a recording. And understanding, I said that what he said myself. I even put up a quote. Hey, Dr. Barbara, how are you? I even put up a quote about celebrating people, right? We need to learn how to celebrate life of people and not death. Death, you're worth more. I said you're worth, and this, I'm not the only one that has said this, so I don't want to be the only one to try to take credit. But I have said you're worth more than you are. You're worth more dead than you are alive. Hey, what's happening, everybody coming in? Great morning. You're worth more dead than you are alive in America, because people fight over your death. They want whatever money is, clothing and all that stuff. People fight over things, material things in life. When you pass on, they want to pay homage to you when you pass on. Even the people that didn't really care for you, talked about you behind your back. Those same people are at your funeral for whatever reason. That's why I don't want a funeral. I told myself a while back, hey, sugar, how are you? I told myself a while back, I said, I don't want a funeral because I don't want fake people at my funeral. Just look, people are phony. You in? Is it a bad? Is the connection good? Okay, there we go. So we outside, y'all. We kill. So I said I don't want a funeral because people are so phony. People are so phony. They don't like you in person. They never really care for you. They never care for what it was that you stand for. But yet these same people are at your funeral. I don't want a fake and phony funeral, okay? What is a funeral for anyway? Spending money, right? Making money for a company, for funeral homes, making money. That's all it's for. It's not really. Some people celebrate you, but unfortunately, it's a lot of people that's not going to celebrate you. Some people just want to get there just to see who's there, see what they got to eat so they can talk about it. I don't want to cremate me. Send me on and let my soul connect with someone else like me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. Your soul is connecting with other people. But I will say this. I've said this many times. And a lot of times we only listen when we hear it from celebrities. This is the only time that a lot of people listen to you, when they hear the same message from a celebrity. And it's a sad case because it's been going on for years that we have celebrated somebody when they pass away. Then you want to have all these people singing, singing their songs, and it's a tribute now and things like that. No, let's do this beforehand. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate one another. Let's support one another. Let's stop waiting until after a person is gone, and then we all want to try to act like we were there, we were in their presence. We want to try to do those things. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. This world is so corrupt, it's ridiculous. And it's a lot of people that have been stripped of their wings because they are so corrupt. You're corrupt. You're not getting your wings. And I'm not talking about going to heaven. I'm talking about getting your wings to survive. A lot of people are not getting them because they have messed up so much. You have to give back so much to get them back. You know what I'm saying? If you think you getting something because you finally gave something to somebody, hey, you had years to do that. We know some of us, and you know what, I don't like to say we know right from wrong, because I was getting ready to say that, but then I said before, a lot of us don't know. A lot of us don't know right from wrong because of where we come from. Because of the situations that we were in, the environment we're in. Our mental is still there. We're trapped. We're still trapped. Even though a lot of us aren't slaves, but a lot of us are still slaves to the working world. Okay? So there's a difference from going to picking cotton to being enslaved in at a job. So it's some similarity there. You're still enslaved. If you don't like your job and you're still there, guess what? You sold out. You sold out. Because a lot of people say, you sold out. People sell out. They sell out. But you at a job that you don't like and you still there. For what? A paycheck. So you sold out too. We all sell out in any way, form, whatever. We all, the things that we have to do to survive, we have to sell out. So we talk about people selling their souls. You know, people do it all day long. But there's a limit. There's a limit. And let me get back to this, celebrating people. How are we going to start doing this? How are we going to start? Because we always talk about what we're not doing. I want to say, where can we start? Where can we go right? Where can we, meet in the middle? Where can we do this? Hey, Warren, because, the BET Awards yesterday, evidently, from what Master P was saying, and I don't know if he was just, exaggerating a little bit. He was saying that Prodigy, of course, passed away. And I can't stand to see it all over the internet. When people pass away, everybody wants to share. It's nothing wrong with sharing it. But you was just laughing at this dude because somebody said something about him and making memes about it. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do stuff. This is the silly, the atrocious stuff that we do as people. We make fun and make memes and all this stuff, but can't none of us make memes about ourselves. A lot of people can't make a meme about their damn self, but they want to make a meme about everybody else's, problems and share everybody else's issues on social media. Let's share some positivity. Let's share. Positivity is the last thing that will get you to the highest place, because you have to be very negative, in life in order for people to see what you're doing. And it's sad. People don't want to celebrate the positivity of your life. They want to celebrate, oh, yeah, and I'm going to give y'all some examples. Oh, yeah, they got put out. Did y'all know they got put out? Was you going to help them stay in? Why don't you help them stay in? Hey, Romello, won't you help them stay in instead of talking about they got put out? Instead of blasting everything, oh, they got financial problems. Oh, okay. You going to help them out of it? We love to celebrate the bad things about people, but we don't like to help people to talk about good things. And it's sad. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about those that help and support, folks. I'm talking about the people. They know who they are. The people know who they are. They got so much this negative stuff to say about making memes about everybody's problems on social media. I've gotten to the point where I can't even stand to look at some of that stuff because it's gotten so bad. Like, you talk about everything. I'm in front of the barbershop. Actually, no, this is look at you scoping out my area. Look at you. Let me do a 360. Hold on. Let me do a 360. In the middle of the parking lot, so everybody can say, goddamn, look at her, she crazy. You're goddamn right, I'm crazy. So you gotta let people know. See, there's a Dollar Tree, you see it? Hold on, they got a swimming pool, can y'all see? I told y'all 360. Somebody gonna beat the horn at me and tell me to get the hell out the way. You know what I'm saying? So there you go, there y'all have it. Greetings, how are you? Hey, Afunya, how are you? So we have to learn. Let me go in some light because I'm in the dark. I don't like being in the dark. I'm doing great. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Go get in the pool. Go get in the pool, in the Planet Fitness pool. That's Planet Fitness right there. So, as I was saying, hold on. As I was saying, we have to learn how to help people instead of always being negative. You know, yesterday, I'm going to say this. I was driving with my mother to go see my grandmother, right? And my mother was like, you know, sometimes I can say this. Sometimes being around my mother, she can be negative. And we all have negativity in us because we have both charges, positive and a negative charge. And you can't be positive all the time, okay? Ew, Dollar Tree. What she buy from there? I hope no food. I hope no toothpaste. But we were driving up the street to go see my grandmother, and this lady was sitting on. It wasn't a bus stop right there, but she was just sitting, and it was probably about maybe 9:30 in the morning. So she's sitting, you know, in DC, and my mother was like, "Look at that lady right there," because she was sitting. She was dressed. She had on like a sundress, and she had oh look, there's UPS. So she had on like hey, how are you? So she had on like a sundress, and she was sitting, you know, like on a rail or something, and she had her purse wrapped around her and everything. So I couldn't tell if she was homeless, because you know, you don't know if people are homeless. Homeless doesn't mean dirty looking and, you know, you never had a shower in a while. Like, that's not just the definition of homeless. It's just a person that doesn't have their own, you know, their own place or whatever. So you could be living with somebody else and be homeless, right? But okay, so here's the thing. So she's sitting on the side. She's sitting, you know, on the side or whatever, and she was kind of like shaking something and talking to herself. So here go my mother. Ooh, look at that lady. She talking to herself and every. No, what she said? Look at that lady. She, you know, she must be homeless. And I just looked at my mother like, wow, really, Mom? Really? Really? I said, why she gotta be homeless? Why she can't just be enjoying herself? She just sitting on the side. You know, she ain't bothering nobody. And then she was like, no. I'm just saying, she just sitting there like that. I'm like, okay, Mom, she could be waiting on somebody. You don't know. You don't know what you assuming she's homeless because she's sitting there by herself. Maybe she just needs some peace of mind. Maybe she walked away from a situation. Young people are not the shoes, music, pro-black leadership. She wasn't looking, not to me. You said who? Who was that? They're not feeling the music of who? I didn't see that. Pro something. Ooh, bugs. Ah. No, she wasn't. Now what's looking crazy? I don't know. Your crazy might not be my crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try not to look at people in that way, because I know we often judge folks by the way that they look and things like that. But let me tell you, I met a guy that was homeless one day at a homeless shelter that I went to go volunteer at. This homeless guy had more sense than a lot of people. You know, I'm talking giving you information. Is on sale at Dollar Tree. Get it. I don't know what you typed. I couldn't see. You said talking to yourself. Talking to yourself doesn't mean that you're crazy. We all can talk to ourselves. I talk to my damn self. Huh? Yeah, I talk to myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I sure do. I do have a conversation with myself, because I'm the... Hold on. We got the UPS guy that want to talk to me right now. See? But no, hold on. Let's talk about this, because I know you at work. I don't want to put you on camera. we about to have a conversation. Look, I talk to myself. He about to scoop you up. Okay, I ain't gonna put you on camera because I know you're at work. Oh,
I'm talking about you being crazy.
That's not crazy. That's crazy. What's the definition of crazy?
Talking to yourself.
No, we all crazy though. You crazy?
I don't talk to myself.
That don't mean you crazy because you talk to yourself.
What do you call it?
Crazy is a state of mind.
True, but
Okay, thank you.
walking
We
around
agree.
talking about- yeah, but I
No,
think that
if you're
too,
out in public doing it, that's one thing. But if you're having a conversation with yourself trying to ease your mind on a situation, thank you. We agree. That's what I'm not saying I'm out here like, girl, goddamn, yeah, she said. But no, I'm saying talking to yourself, because everything can be a state of mind. We don't, what you do brings you joy. What I do brings me joy.
Yeah, true that.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm walking around like talking to two people and two personalities and things like that.
That's what I got from it.
No. See misunderstanding. See how that goes?
Kind of scared me.
Misunderstanding.
How you thinking on that?
It's going well. How about you?
Real good.
That's great.
I think this dude just tried to hit me.
So just that quick. Okay, so it's a state of mind, right? Now, all I'm saying is we as people can learn from others regardless of where they come from. You have wisdom out here that just can't deal with certain parts of life. You know what I'm saying? Everyone uses their inside voice to talk to themselves. Everyone is. Yeah, we are. Thank you for agreeing with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for agreeing with me. It's not about a disagree. It's just about sometimes getting people to understand what you're saying. That's it. Sometimes people don't get it. Sometimes people don't get your life. They don't get you. You're misunderstood. You're misunderstood. A lot of us, I know I'm misunderstood. Just like when people say people are, too loud. I talk about the ones that have the argument. That's what I'm saying. When you're out in public doing it, that's one thing. And that just may be to a point where people have, how kids talk to. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's have this conversation. When your kid talk to themselves and they have a friend young, would you call your child crazy? Because kids have imaginary friends, right? Now, when adults have imaginary friends, is that a problem? Or imaginary self? Hey, how are you? What am I cooking? I don't know. I was thinking about I'm going in the grocery store, y'all. But I can't go in there with this camera, right? I mean, I can go in there, but then I don't want to be all loud, disrupting the place because it's like a nice clean place in there. So I don't want to go in there and be all loud on my phone, Am I inviting? Are you paying? If you pay, then yes, I can invite. If you paying for the grub. So that might have been the look your mom saw. Right, but I'm just saying for her to say that right off the bat, because sometimes people have earplugs in their ear and you don't even know it. When earplugs first came out, a lot of people was looking around at folk. They still do when we're on our phones like this. Some people don't know. They looking at you like, who are they talking to? So it's I didn't jump to that conclusion. My mother has an earpiece that she uses on a Bluetooth. So a lot of people have Bluetooth. Talk to women sometimes. They make me feel like I'm talking to myself. That's because you probably being a hoe, Romello. You probably being a little hoe. That's all. How you doing with that dress? No. Women, look, if you a real woman, if you are a woman, you don't want to hear nobody talking about something. Hey, beautiful, in that dress. Them some sexy legs you got. I like them biceps. Nobody want to hear all that. Miss me with that, Romello. Miss me with that. So, nothing wrong, but we got to celebrate. Right. We got to celebrate. We need to learn to celebrate by themselves talking on. Yes, and people don't know. People don't know if you're on the phone, You know, because you can have a Bluetooth on one side and you just talking and somebody looking at you like, what in the world is going on over there? You know, I saw Jimmy the other day. He was talking to himself. And then it gets around that Jimmy is loco. Okay? Jimmy loco already because somebody done passed the word. And I know you do. You ain't even got to tell me. I know your style, Romello. Listen, I told you the energy. I could feel the energy. What's a compliment? What's a compliment, Warren? I don't know if it's a delay or not. What's a compliment? No, let me tell you what a compliment is to a woman. How you doing? My name is so-and-so. You look real nice today. That's a compliment. Not, oh, them legs you got on. I like them legs. I like them biceps. That ain't no damn compliment. That is a looking for a booty. That's searching for the booty. That's what that sounds like. So I'm just here to tell you there's a difference in a compliment and a man freaking wanting the panties, okay? There's a big difference. And all y'all want the panties. Every last one of y'all. All y'all want the panties. When you can't get the panties no more, Lord have mercy. I don't know what y'all gonna do when y'all can't get the panties no more. It's a small delay. You like Brad or bras. Okay. I was about to say, what the hell? Who is Brad? Okay, you talking about coming to dinner with me and you like bread. I'm sorry, I had to laugh it out. You talking, hold on. What me, you and Brad gonna have dinner? Woo-wee. I crack myself up. You gotta be able to crack yourself up. I'm trying to tell you. If you can't crack yourself up, you ain't gonna be able to crack nobody else up. You gotta be able to crack yourself up. So Leslie Jones last night, I didn't even see it. I just saw little snippets. I don't have cable, so I wasn't able to watch it. But I saw that Leslie Jones did her thing last night, and see her style of comedy. She's loud. But women have to have high energy. You know, certain women have high energy. Like I know myself, I have high energy. So I know for a fact that I would be loud. I would just be that type of loud person because I have high energy. Some people have high energy, you know, and you know, they just channeling their energy. That's all. They just up there. So ain't nothing wrong with people being loud and having, you know, high. I think a lot of people just upset because they can't have high energy, you know. So they like, ooh, they hurt my ears. They too loud. Oh, they too loud. Acting all old already. But high energy, she did her thing, you know, from the snippet that I've seen. And congratulations. I'm happy to see women of color getting some shine because it's very hard for women of color to get shine. God damn it. Very, very hard because we don't support our own folk. Women of color need to get shine. God damn it. So, and I ain't here to just, you know, speak. New Edition represented. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I'm going to have to find the clip. I know the clip will be out soon on YouTube. So I'm waiting. Maybe today it'll be out. New Edition, I saw parts of it, did their thing. And I loved me some New Edition back in the day. I still do. I still love New Edition. The young girls like when the guys talk sexually subjective. Really? Oh, young girls like that? Yeah, because you like me. Do you have cable? You got cable, sugar? I tried to find it on Hulu, but I couldn't. Hulu, y'all need to get would be... Well, I don't watch TV like that, so I got rid of stuff that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? It's good to downsize and get rid of stuff that you really don't need, you know? So I don't look at a lot of television. Old school is so much better than new music. Yeah, that's true. But you know what, Romello? You got to let them have theirs too. Oh, you just don't watch. Okay, got you. Yeah, I mean, but I understand the 90s and all the, whatever year you were born. Hey, how are you, Breeze? How's it going? Great morning. If it's still morning, I'm not sure if it's afternoon yet. You have to wait? Yes, I have to wait as well. Old school is better on everything. Old school just had, hold on. What's old school though? We got to stop calling our stuff old. Why? And you know what? Michael Bivins said this. Michael Bivins said, why do people of color, we call stuff old, right? Old school. When you got classic, music groups like, what's the name of them? Where all them people, their tickets sold out in 5 minutes. You talk like a gentleman. Oh, they call you a lame. I'm self-proclaimer. But Michael Bivins said when we call stuff old school, a lot of times people don't want to support it. But if you got, what is it? U2? U2 came to the Redskins Stadium. They sold out in 5 minutes, the guy was telling me. U2. Okay? Women, young folks don't have a clue. That's better than being just old. So they sold their tickets in 5 minutes at a Redskins at a football stadium. You hear me? U2, yes. They sold their tickets in 5 minutes. 5 minutes at a football stadium? Football games don't even sell out like that. I be damned. No, they don't. Not in 5 minutes. But, I was talking to one of the guys because I had dropped him off with Lyft. And he was telling me about it. He and his wife. And they were from Virginia. And he was saying, yeah, they sold out 5 minutes. But I'm quite sure some scouts bought tickets and stuff and then sold them online. But still, the simple fact that they knew that damn show was going to sell out like that. They coming back. How he staring at? Look, let me show you what I got on. Sweatpants. Okay? A long wife beater and sweatpants. See that? Hey! That's what I got on. Nothing spectacular. You probably could see a little bump in the back, but who cares? Hey. But, we got to start, like, supporting groups and going to concert. I'd hit. You will hit what? U2. U2 is a group. An older group. I think it's a rock band, right? You will hit what? We don't... Look, listen. You going to hit the ground. Anyway, you could pay. You could pay first. How about that? You can pay first. Ain't no hitting without paying. Okay? Anyway. So, let's celebrate. Sweats work every time. Well, that's a good thing. Because I get my sexy on too. Food. Yeah, right. You talking about food. Yeah, I bet you were talking about food. I bet. See how I draw all the energy over here when I'm talking? I get all the energy. Hey, Jean, how are you? Hey, what's up, Slurp? How are you? You see how you get the energy when you're talking about some stuff, and people get drawn into your conversation instead of people we don't. Right, exactly. Instead of artists that are crappy, we support an artist that's crap. But that's the younger generation. Like yesterday, folks was mad at what's his name? I'm trying to Future. They said on Instagram, somebody put up a post and said, how you gonna celebrate Future right after right right after some a powerful speech. Like they had somebody come out and speak on something, and Future came out and sang right after that. Like how do they mix and match this stuff? How do they do that? No, I didn't. He was packing his bike. He's gone now. He up the street. He up the street. You just want to be in love. What is in love? Because I kind of figured that people don't even know what love is. Right? People don't know what love is. People don't know in this day and time what love is. Love is like what? Okay, let me tell y'all what love is. You know, sugar, you've been with your husband through thick and thin, right? And we don't even know the situation, but I'm saying you still together. But people don't even do that a lot anymore. 6 months you married and you're divorced. That's all it is, a 4-letter word. No, I'm not married. No. Let me say this. I watch how people love their children, right? Yes, he sings about drugs. I watch how people love their children. I watch how men love their daughters. You know, I watch how women love their sons and their daughters, right? But I'm talking about like the opposite sex. Because it's something about the opposite sex of your children, right? And how you love them. When you look at a man and how he takes care of his daughter, when he takes care of his daughter, and how he looks after his daughter, a woman that is dealing with that man and he's not putting that same emphasis into her, but you can see how he's loving his daughter. That can make a woman feel kind of like a little like, wow, you love your daughter, but you know, you're in a relationship with somebody. Men are not made to be. Well, look, I don't care. You are, because you start off as a woman. You start off as a female. Can have food if you're not married. Oh, we can have food. Okay, hit me up. We can have food. So here's the thing. But it's still, but look, here's the thing though. It's the basics is what I'm talking about. I see men mistreat the lady that they with, but they want everything for their daughter. I'm talking about the basic love, okay? Grown kids take care, interact with their parents, and stuff. I'm talking about the basic. If you watch a guy that cheat on his woman and he's a hoe in the street, and you watch him and how he treats his daughter, if he has a really great relationship with his daughter, okay, you would be appalled. Like, wow, he has this in him, you know. He has this in him to treat his lady with respect, but he chooses not to. So that's what we get to the point where people can show you that, you know, they love you and be around you, but it's like, how are you really showing me? It's not about bad boys. No, I'm not saying, okay, it's not about bad boys. I'm not saying cheating. I'm just saying how he treats her. How he treats her. Because that's not your blood. But if you really consider yourself to be one with somebody, because you are one with your child, right? If you consider yourself to be one with somebody, think about it. Because I think that's exactly what I just said. It's a choice. You decide. You have to decide. But the minute somebody mistreats your child, then you have a problem with it. Treat each one of mine differently, but the baseline is love. Right, exactly. We find what our kids need and how they need us to be there. You know what I'm saying? So all of our kids are not treated the same, but I'm talking about basic love. Just being there for your children. No, I don't have fancy keys. Matter of fact, I got a hoopty. I got a Hyundai. No, let me not. No, I got a. You know what? I can't say that. I got a Lexus. I got a Lamborghini. Okay. You know they always say speak it into existence. But you can't. I know. Look, they getting mad now. Look, because we going somewhere with this. We going somewhere with this, right? Listen. Basic love, okay, means what? Unconditional. Unconditional. You're there for somebody, right? That's love sucks. Move on. Love doesn't suck. It's up to you. It's up to the two people that's dealing with each other. Okay. It's up with the two people. The two people that's dealing with each other, right? You have to determine if you want to love or not. And I think people get what love is, but do they have to be your blood for you to really love them that much? I mean, your child? Do they? Do they have to be attached to you that way for you to know what love really is? That's why I say it's good for people to have kids. It is. It's really good because I think some people don't know. You know, a lot of people are very selfish in their ways. And you wouldn't know until it does mean you're it doesn't mean you're a doormat. I choose yes love. I know. And I want, look, listen, I would love to love. Okay? I love my kids. So if I'm with anybody, and my mother and I, we were talking about this yesterday, right? You said no. My mother and I were together, and we were talking about my uncle and not his biological son, but his stepson. But everybody else outside of that is he and his wife's kid. So he had a child out of wedlock. I mean, he had a child, not out of wedlock, but he had a child when he was single, and then his wife had a child when she was single. When they got married, they had, 4 kids. So the son that's not his, I get he took care of him. But I was telling my mom, I stay out of that stuff. I don't like talking about people's household business because I don't know. And I was telling my mother that you have unconditional love for your blood typically, and women you marry is a choice. But it's a choice, but shouldn't you love them unconditionally too? Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you? If you choose to be in a relationship with somebody and they have ups and downs, depending on what they're going through. Because sometimes you can't deal with everything. And I'm not saying, okay, you two, take care. To a certain extent, shouldn't you have unconditional love for them? That's just me. I mean, I'm asking a question. I'm not telling you, I'm asking. It has grown to be unconditional. Okay. You can, but you can fall out of that. Yeah, I agree with that. Man, he must have been hurt bad. Keep saying doormat. Oh no, that's a lady. That's a lady that's saying doormat. She said you're not a doormat. Which we're not doormats. You want people when you want them, and that goes for women and men. Under which I'll stop loving you. Thank you, sugar. And that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you guys, but I'm trying to get to the root of it because I feel like as humans, I believe this is what I believe. A lot of times what we see is subconscious. Growing up. It's subconscious. It's in our subconscious mind. So a lot of times if we don't see certain treatment or get certain treatment, it's probably hard for us to display that. It's hard for us to display that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of try to find our own way. Sugar is... I talk to myself too. We just got... Look, Romello, we just talked about the talking to yourself, okay? But it's unconditional love. You know, I believe if we have unconditional love, we should have it for everybody, right? We should have it for the people that we're with. You know, there's going to be times that, especially if that person is not there for you, then you know it's time to roll on. But if the person is there for you, you should be able to build that unconditional love for them, right? Just like you would for your children. Because if you consider yourself one in a relationship, which we always say we are one. Are we just talking? Are we just speaking things that make sense or, you know, to us? Or are we actually acting on the things that we say? Because a lot of times we talk a good game, but we ain't doing nothing. We ain't acting on it. We could tell our kids, don't do this, don't do that. You know, don't be like me and this and that. Or I want you to be better. But then at the same time, are you working on yourself too? Are you working, or are you just telling them? You said keyword is beer. Are we talking about love or staying together? Different things. No, we're just talking about love. We're talking about love. We're talking about being in a relationship with one another and knowing how to be there for each other. That's what I'm saying. If we're in any relationship, you know, if we're in any relationship with anyone, how is it that you can treat your children great, but the person you with, you treat them like shit? That's all I'm saying. You treat the person you with like shit. Right? We see a lot of that. And men be like, you know, the woman gets jealous, you know, of the child. Well, sometimes you gotta take ownership for how you might be, and excuse my language, you might be fucking up. That's true, yeah. You don't go in the gate loving somebody, yeah. But I'm just saying, some men don't love their kids, you know, right off the bat. They learn to love. They learn to love their kids, right? But I'm talking about people learn to love their children. Because when you can have a kid with somebody and not care. Some people do that. So you're right, Romello. It is subjective. I agree. I'm you know, I just don't, I don't understand how the ones that do care for their children and, you know, you want the best for them, but then you'll treat somebody else like that you're with, like Jack, you know, SHIT. I don't get how people do that. You know, but the ones that's not taking care of them, I can understand they somewhere else. Like they're not there yet. You know, but the ones that are, I just don't understand how you're not, you can't love unconditional your mate. I'm just saying that many feel love is so. What did you miss? Nothing. So, you know, I'm not telling people anything. We're just having a conversation. Everyone has a different degree of love. I love all my hoes. Lord have mercy. Really though? You know what? I'm going to tell everybody in the ATL to stay away from you. Miami, New York, all the women. But you know what? A lot of those women probably already know, Romello. They just there for whatever you there for. Some of them. You'd be surprised some of the women that's there just like you are. They just want what they want and it's done and over with. Okay? They just want what they want. Cause women learning how to play the game. Love, sweat, love. Women learning how to play the game. I know, right, Warren? I gotta name a lot more states, right? Look, California. Exactly. And Romello, remember you said you like spending money, so look. You like spending money, Romello, so you know the deal. You know them women like, come on, Big Daddy, come on. Next, you gonna be putting stuff on Craigslist, okay? You gonna be putting stuff on Craigslist. You gonna be looking for a sugar baby. You got guys looking for sugar babies on Craigslist. Those are the ones that's all worn out right now. They can't find nobody. But, you know, I'm glad that, you know, we can laugh about stuff. Mello got me in training. I'm about to graduate. You better stay away from Romello. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Warren. Be your own person. You don't need that. You don't need that type of training. I'm trying to tell you, you might lose yourself. Sugar mama subject. Look, you might lose yourself. Don't look. I just said be you, right? You know my thing. I'm Keita J, right? Be yourself. Don't be nobody else. Don't try to be like him. You don't know what Romello walking around with. He might be on his way with some type of, you don't know how many diseases Romello had. Okay. Man. So exactly, we got to be careful who we listening to. Romello talks some good stuff, you know, when he want to, but you know, he out here being a hoe. He out here being a straight up HOE. No, if they like it, I love it. I can't dictate what people do. That's your thing. I'll never try to force anybody's hand on anything, you know. I learned not to do that. It's not a good look. You love all the ladies. Well, that's a wonderful thing. That's all that matters. You love the ladies. He got high. Have you hung out with Romello yet, Warren? Huh? Have you hung out with Romello yet? I blocked him, y'all, finally. Because I don't know what he talking about. But you know, y'all can block him too. All you got to do is hit spam. Oh, only on scope. Look, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not, listen, online is not good enough. You can't see, you got to see what people do. You can't hear what people do. You can't see what they type. I can write a letter and write some great stuff in it. Hey, how are you? All right, I'm sorry. That was my sister. So as I was saying, you gotta watch people. You gotta see how they act. No, my sister called. She called twice, so I had to answer because I didn't know what was going on. But I had to I had to answer the phone because I thought it was an emergency. But yeah. that man in ATL one day. Hey, but still, what does that mean? You don't know what Romello doing. Romello could have some other stuff up his sleeve. We don't know. We don't know what. For all we know, Romello could be married. You know, people that's real private. People that's real private, they be the sneakiest ones. I'm trying to tell you. They be the sneakiest ones when they real private. I done been around enough guys to know. I had male best friends. You know, they sneaky. They sneaky. Why you? See? He said, see, we ain't know all that. See that? I told you. Been married 30 years, but he could still be telling the story. We don't know. All the not so public folk. We don't know who they really are. Okay? We don't know who they really are. But anyway, don't believe what you hear. Exactly. Don't believe anything you hear. See it for yourself. See it for yourself. That's what I always say that. See what you want. Don't go by. That's why I don't like all that people talking about people too much and saying too much of their business, and you know, cause we don't need to know all that. Let me see for myself. Let me see. You can't tell me about somebody's family. Like, you could tell me, okay, well, somebody messed up in their marriage, but when it's time to talk about you, are you going to tell people about your life? No. And normally, and that's what and this is the same thing how memes are. When people put memes online, basically you're talking about somebody else's life. Like I said, you're not putting your stuff out there, your dirty laundry. You ain't putting your dirty laundry, but you putting everybody else's out there. Did y'all see, anybody see the video, the meme video that they did? Somebody did a voiceover about Ricky's hair on when he was speaking on the BT. Get my jog on, young women don't like fat men. Some of them do. But just like y'all like shapely women, some of you, some guys like real skinny women. You know? That's subjective too. That's subjective too. So you be surprised. Long as you got that cheddar, you got that paper, a lot of them don't care. Okay? Paper can get you in many things, but I don't know how long it's gonna get you there. It might get you there for a short period of time. You just gotta pay what you weigh. I don't know about all that. That's y'all thing. If you want to pay what you weigh, hey, go right ahead. I don't like fake and phony people. Show me who you are. I want to see who you are right out the gate. I don't want you. I wish I didn't have to meet a representative. You know? Why do we have to meet the representative? I don't want to meet that person. I want to meet you. So you got to dig a situation in the beginning so you can meet so you don't have to meet the representative anymore. So you got to do some outlandish, you know, in the beginning. Them saggy joints, don't nobody want them saggy joints. Don't nobody want them loose goose. Who's asking for them? Who's asking? Woo wee! Don't nobody want those bags of knuckles. Oh man, your phone need a charger. Listen, you know the older you get, the sag. Listen, ain't no damn tea bag. Ain't no damn tea bag. You know tea bags are smaller than that. Those are gold. Oh man, he's getting it, so they must like them. Lord have mercy. They must like them. Have you seen, Ramella? You gotta show us. You gotta show us some of the women the next time you go to Miami. Cause see, when men travel like Ramella, I be thinking they got other kids in other places. You all look, I gotta go to Miami. I gotta go here. Like, goddamn, you got that much business? If you was going to Miami, I'd be like, I'm going too. I'm about to go with you. Ramella, they do hang a little. I know they a lot lower. That means you gotta stop for a while. You gotta stop juicing. You gotta stop juicing. You juicing too much. When they start hanging low. Hey Demi, when they start hanging low, you know what that means. That means that, that means you gotta stop juicing so much. When you juice like that, hey, they make them sag. So be careful, okay? Give it time. Give it like a month, in between. Give it like a month in between. Yes, in the summertime. Yes. Let it take a break. Give it a month. Stop going getting mojos and stuff. Okay? Stop going to mojos. I'm messing with Ramello. On his saggy whippersnapper. Women say they like it. That is just too much. We didn't ask you all of that. Goodness gracious, you gave us like a mouthful of stuff. We didn't want to know how long they we didn't want to know how long they were. How many inches though? Yeah, actually I don't want to know how many inches they hang. Saggy, they look like squirrel nuts. Let me get off this thing, y'all. Y'all have a great day. I'll be back. I'll probably be back. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Just want you to get a solid visual. Yeah, okay. Do I need to come back? That's what I'm saying. They hang like African boobs. That's all. That's all. They hang like a mother's. I can't say African because when you breastfeed, when we all breastfeed, that's what they hang like. That's what they hang like. They hang like a mother's breastfed, a mother's breast. Okay, a mother's nursing breast. That's what they hang like. I don't know how long, but anyway, y'all. I'm gone. I don't know if I'll be back today or tomorrow. Cause I told y'all I'm not gonna be burnt out on this thing. You don't care about his long, exhausted balls? He just told you. Okay, y'all. Take care. Have a great day. Enjoy. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube page because I'll be going live there too. So you can get the notification. But when you do subscribe to it, make sure that you hit the little bell on the side, because if you hit that little bell on the side, you'll get the notifications on YouTube. So the YouTube link is down in the profile. Check out the art on Instagram at Exist the Letter in Nature, and also if you on Snapchat, I'm on Snapchat too, Exist the Letter in Nature. So YouTube link is in the profile, and I'll check you guys later.